example, weight loss. I was having a really hard time with my weight, especially during the times when I had medication that would cause me to gain weight. So I kept thinking, oh my God, I'm never gonna lose weight. I started to lose weight. The minute I said I can't lose weight, I started to lose weight. When I was in Seattle, I would do everything to be healthy. I would eat vegetables, I would eat healthy, besides the drinking sometimes, and I would do everything I could, and it would become an obsession. The minute I started feeling good about myself, that's when I started to actually lose weight. I think all the stress was manifesting itself in a way like that it was working against me. For example, PMSing, right? That's something that is real, by the way. Screw you if you don't think so. But I would have extreme pains in my boobies. They would I couldn't fit into my clothes. I'd be so bloated and gross and hungry all the time. And all I wanted was chocolate. I would feel terrible 2 weeks of every month. That's like half a month of feeling horrible and out of it, like nothing worked. And I would get obsessed with looking online for articles, remedies that would help me. And it just got worse and worse and worse. But then I left Seattle and all of a sudden my stress is gone and I don't feel pain anymore. My period wasn't as bad and I just started to feel really, really good throughout the month. And I was just like, what the fuck? Because for months I've been suffering with this problem. Yeah, sure, I still become a raging bitch for 2 or 3 days. That's what happens, guys. But when I got away from that, when my mind changed its thinking and thought process, all of a sudden I don't get breast pain anymore. I don't get severe menstrual cramps. So all of this is happening at the same time, right? I don't get sunburn, I don't get lactose intolerant anymore, and I don't get PMS cramps or any of the symptoms besides the irritability from time to time, because that's just who I am. And on top of that, I'm finally losing weight. Like, what the fuck? My mind creates so much for me. For example, I was taking all these vitamins in Seattle too. I started to take magnesium, I was taking spoonfuls of fish oil, and I was taking vitamin E, I was taking vitamin D, I was taking vitamin C, I was taking vitamin B12, I was taking biotin, I was taking probiotics, and I was eating healthy. And when I moved, I threw all that away. So I stopped using it. And honestly, I don't need it. I'm doing so much better without it right now. And yes, you can say, well, maybe you just had vitamins and you needed to stop them. Maybe you were getting too much of something. Fuck no, I took the vitamins because all that was happening. But now it's I don't even need them. I'm doing so much better here in New York, and I just moved here. And I really think that it's because of the law of attraction. It's like my thoughts manifest themselves in different ways. And I was really unhappy. I was really stressed, and I think that played a big part in my physical, bodily, medical conditions. And I think a lot of the reason you saw me so unhappy in Seattle is because I just was getting burnt out by medical conditions. And yeah, maybe I'm just crazy and it's all in my head and my body is just fucked up. But at the same time, I'd like to believe that our mind is powerful, and let this be a lesson to anyone who is under a lot of stress or under a lot of pressure and they start to feel like their body is hurting. Sometimes your mind creates your symptoms, and so we forget how important it is to make sure that we are stress-free and that we are calm and that our anxiety is taken care of, because that plays a huge part in how affected we are physically. And so I think if any of this makes sense at all, this was a terrible idea. I put the lemon heads in the gin. Oh, what was I thinking, guys? Ugh. I can't. Ugh. Disgusting. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about how powerful our mind was and how much it can manifest in our lives. So your thoughts are so powerful. My thoughts were so powerful to the point where I thought I was in pain and dysfunctional for 2 weeks of an entire month, every month. My thoughts were so dysfunctional and so powerful that they made me think that I couldn't have milk and tea. They made me think that I couldn't have. My thoughts were so powerful that it made me think that I couldn't have ice cream anymore. Can you imagine? My thoughts were so powerful that they made me sunburn. And they made me feel like I was weak. My thoughts were so powerful that they let a bunch of useless vitamins dictate like how much I needed to be healthy. You are so much more in control than you know. Yes, you might have a health condition, you might have something going on, and I'm not telling you you're bullshit and you're just making it up with your mind. But what I am saying is that we listen to like all these health professionals every day, and we listen to everyone tell us what's what. We listen to people telling us that this is good for you, this is bad for you. And we listen to all this stuff, and people who tell us what will work and what won't work, but we don't listen to our own bodies, and we don't focus on our lives enough. Like, we focus on everything else. And that's why I want to tell you that this is my way of saying that you are capable of making your own mind, your own decisions, and your mind is powerful. If you think, sometimes you create your own reality, and that's the thing. Your thoughts create feelings. If you're happy, sad, stressful, you feel something about it. It makes something, right, into the universe. That's how the law of attraction works. So all I'm saying is that you might not realize how much you're putting into the universe, and what you're getting from it is not what you wanted. So make sure you're directing your thoughts and your feelings, and make sure that you're focusing on you spiritually and mentally, because if you're not, then your body will not be able to handle it. It will create all these things for you. Everything you have a nightmare about will come true, okay? If that's not freaky enough, maybe you should just go to Fright Fest this Halloween and just like live there and make it last forever somehow. Subscribe to my channel. Let me know if you agree, or if you've had any experiences with like stress and what it's done to your body, and if you can relate to anything I've said, or if you think I'm batshit crazy. I'd love to know either way. Bye!